Welcome to my webinar where I'm going to be teaching you the 4-step framework for running super profitable Facebook ads. I really appreciate having you right here with me, and to make sure this webinar is a good fit for you, let's quickly go through the types of people the webinar is for. You are in the right place if you run Facebook ads for yourself or your clients, but you are struggling to get consistent results like leads or sales from it, or you feel overwhelmed by Facebook's ever-changing algorithm and advertising options, or you know that Facebook ads has the potential to take your business to the next level, but you still don't know how to use it the right way. Or you just want a reputable system you can use with Facebook ads so you can generate a constant stream of leads and sales for your business or your client's business. So if you're a business owner, whether service-based or e-commerce, whether you're a digital marketer, a freelancer, a coach, or even a consultant, if any of all the things I just said applies to you, you are in the right place. But the webinar is not for you if you are not willing to invest time and resources into learning and implementing new strategies, or you expect overnight results without any effort, or you're just stuck in your ways and not open to the new method of doing things. Now, the thing is, I want the best for you, just like I want for all my students. So my promise to you is this: I'm going to provide as much valuable insights as possible in this webinar. Number two, everything you're going to learn today is 100% practical. And if you stay to the end, I'm going to give you my mega case study on how I made over $63,000 in sales from $3,000 ad spend on Facebook. And all I ask in return is that you keep an open mind for everything you want to learn today, and that you make sure you take notes of everything and start implementing the strategies and techniques that I share. Now, to get the best out of this webinar, I want you to make sure you are in a quiet place and turn off any electronic device that would distract you so that you can devote your full attention to this training. It's going to be one of the best 60 minutes you have spent online. Now, during this webinar, you're going to learn the 3 biggest mistakes to avoid when running Facebook ads. These are mistakes that can make or break any of your ad campaigns. And number 2, you're going to learn my proven 4-step framework, PEAS, that's the name, for creating consistently profitable ads campaign. And after the webinar, if you're still looking for a bit more help and advice, I'll be here to offer that once I have made good on my promise. Now, here's the thing. Facebook advertising was the number 1 tool that drove exponential growth in my client's business and my business. But it wasn't just the use of Facebook ads that led to me having amazing results. It was my unique approach and strategies that I used within the Facebook ads platform that truly made all the difference. So let's get into a quick intro. This part is actually a bit uncomfortable for me, but I need to share my background so you know that I know what I'm talking about, where I'm coming from, and where I am right now. So hi, I am Damola Oyekunle, a digital marketing consultant with over 8 years of experience. I run a digital marketing agency called DP Tracks and an academy with over 3,000 students, where we've grossed multiple 8 figures just from the academy alone. Now, I've used Facebook ads as a tool to skyrocket my clients' businesses to multiple 8 figures across different industries. So you can be sure that whatever I teach you today is what I've been using for myself and my clients over the last 8 years successfully. Now, let's quickly just check out some results that I have gotten. This is a campaign for a client where we spent about $4,000 and made a revenue of over $80,000. That's a return over ad spend of 20. So if you put $1 in, you get $20 back. This is another campaign where we spent over $1,000 and made over $6,000. It was a 1-month campaign, if I remember correctly. And this is another one where we spent $280,000 and made 12 million in revenue. And then this was a lead generation campaign. Actually, we spent over $8,000. We got thousands of leads, super amazing leads actually, and went on to make over $100,000 in revenue. But not only that, actually, I also create tons of content online, whether via my Instagram page, my Facebook page, YouTube, or email. And just a couple of samples. These are comments from different people that have seen my courses, my free teachings and stuff like that, and they really love it. I also have from YouTube also people saying they love the video. It opened their eyes to things they did not know. This person says he's always excited to get my email. He always learns something new every time he sees my post. This was a video I did on YouTube on Pixel, on how to use the Pixel to get better results with your ads. But the thing is, it wasn't always like this, to be honest. Now, my story is not a typical grass to grace story, but there's actually something I want you to learn from it. And this was me in December 2017. I was all smiles after doing my 4th spine surgery. We were successful. But at the same time, I was in a huge pile of debt. So let's do a quick flashback, actually. This was early 2017. I had a great life, to be honest. I was the head of digital marketing in Jobberman, managed marketing across multiple departments there, even had another client on the side that wasn't even clashing with work. It was super amazing, to be honest. And incidentally, this specific picture, I posted it in September. It was after my 3rd surgery, and I was encouraging myself by posting the picture that, I'm going to be able to get back to work soon. But things just got worse. And by December, I had done the 4th one, told I had to deal with pain for the rest of my life, even though the surgery was successful. And I was in debt to the tune of like 7 figures. And I really needed to clear the debt because I did not want my retired parents to start searching for money again, because everybody was tapped out. Now, I was at my wit's end. I had applied for jobs locally and internationally. Locally wasn't working out because nobody really knew about remote work as at then. This was pre-COVID. And internationally, I wasn't getting it because I wasn't physically available. Because, my recovery period made it impossible for me to commit to any daily office job anyways. But then I decided something had to change. So I took the skills I had, optimized my social media, built a website, created my leads and sales acquisition system, and started showing the results that I had gotten over the years. And before long, I started getting offers from people, referrals, and organically from companies to replicate my system for their business. And by December 2018, I'd already been able to generate hundreds of millions in revenue for one of my clients in the e-commerce industry, and we're able to hit over $250,000 in a single year, largely driven by Facebook ads. This image you're seeing here is actually just for a single month, as you can see, where we spent $3,000, made $3,000, made 23 million. Went on to make roughly like 27 million on a month-on-month basis, which was how we're able to hit our targets. So with Facebook ads, I've been able to run multiple ad campaigns for my clients and myself with revenue in hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've taught thousands of students how to replicate my systems and processes to achieve super similar results. But the best part is I've been able to establish a rewarding career that accommodates my health issues and still provides financial stability. I've achieved complete financial independence, cleared my debt a long time ago. I don't have to worry about getting clients. I've impacted thousands of lives by teaching my methods. And all of this was because I was able to leverage my marketing skills, specifically the Facebook ad skills. If I didn't have these skills and if I did not keep improving them, I would not have been able to achieve all I have for myself, my students, and my clients. So now that that's out of the way, let's get to the meat of the webinar. 3 major mistakes to avoid with Facebook ads. Now, if you're already making these mistakes, I don't want you to feel bad because I also made them in the past. So I want you to pay super close attention here. These mistakes could break all your campaigns. So mistake 1, not doing housekeeping before setting up your ads. So imagine entering a room like this of setting rights. Now, this is the exact thing a lot of people do when they're trying to set up ad campaigns. So they don't optimize their social media pages, they don't optimize their websites, they don't even optimize their product, their offers. Some will run ads to web pages with broken links, and they somehow assume that when you set up your ads, instantly you're going to just get revenue. Unfortunately, doing that is the same as leaving your room looking like this and inviting people to your room and expecting them to like you. It's never going to turn out well. So, how do you fix it? You fix it by, number 1, optimizing your website if you have one. You make sure it loads fast. You make sure it's optimized for mobile. You open it on your mobile phone and check it out. Make sure you have a clear call to action. Make sure no link is broken. I remember running a campaign and I was wondering why there was no sale for a couple of days. And I found out that the website actually broke. So I had to quickly fix it and voila, the sales started coming in. So that's super important. For social media, make sure your profile is up to date. Your branding is all set up. Don't send people to pages that you're posting different random things. You have to be an authority in your niche. Also, make sure you're posting regularly, you're engaging with your comments, your messages. And then lastly, make sure you have proper tracking set up to track any conversion and user behavior from your ads. Whether you have a website or not, you can still track these things. Now, let me show you an example of what you can achieve with well-optimized web properties. So back in 2020, when I launched the product, I knew I was going to have to run ads to push it, but I first made sure to optimize all my properties before I ran the first ad. And the end point, I was able to make over 6 million in less than 30 days. I'm actually still going to talk a bit about this later. Number 2, ignoring audience segmentation when running your ads. Now, a lot of people make this mistake because they think they don't have to segment their audience, and that if they don't, they would reach more people, which will increase their chances of generating leads and sales. But the truth is, while it is tempting to do that, that approach will lead to you wasting your ad spend. So it's more effective when you segment behaviors based on things like their demography, their location, their behavior, their interests, the audience types, and then you target your ads accordingly. So what happens when you do this is that when you ignore audience segmentation is that you waste your ad spend on people who are not likely to convert. Your ads they tend to not be relevant to your users, and you get like super missed opportunities. Now, with the advent of AI in recent times, Facebook is actually trying to phase away the need to do audience segmentation. But I can assure you, if you are trying to run ads at scale, you are trying to go from spending $5 a day to $1,000, $10,000 a day, it's practically impossible not to segment your audience. So let me show you an example. This is an example of audience segmentation using interest groups. So you'll notice how I have split my audience into different groups. So the reason for this is it helps me know when one audience group is working and when one isn't. So here we have Facebook page admin. This is general interest. Then I have lookalike audience, Insta, websites, visitors purchased. So when I run the ads to all these campaigns, I'm able to say, oh, this one works better than this one, and then I would reduce the budget on this one and increase the budget. If I did not segment like this, I would not know what is working and what is not working. So mistake 3, setting up and forgetting your ad. Someone said, if I should just get everything ready and set up my ads, I'll start making money. But you see, the truth is that your ads require regular monitoring and adjustment. So if you leave your ads to run indefinitely without monitoring and optimization, you're going to waste money, you're going to miss opportunities to optimize it, and you burn out your audience, which means your cost per result will skyrocket horribly. So if you want to start running profitable ads for your business or your clients, you need to regularly monitor your ad campaigns. You need to turn off the ones that are not profitable, scale the ones that are profitable, and keep testing new audience and creative so that you can run better ads. Now, remember the result I shared earlier where I spent 4,000, made 82,000. This is a good example of that. So I broke down multiple, because all of these are different campaigns that I ran. So I was able to see what was working, what was not working, and put more money on the ones that were doing amazingly well. That was the trick that I used to get this result. Now, you may be thinking that it's impossible to get results like this, but that's not true. Many of my students get amazing results like that too. Now, just as an example, this is Chioma Accounting Hub. She joined FAA in 2020, I believe. And check out her numbers. Check out how much she's spending. Check out how much she's making. And that was in 2020. She's doing super, super amazingly well right now. This is another one of my students. She was able to generate, I think she generated over 1,000 leads, and it was a super great launch. She said people should come take my course and collect their millions. And this is another one. This guy is actually a student. I think he should have graduated now. I'm not sure. He was able to get 20 leads for a foreign client. He spent $78, and they were able to make sales on iTickets. So, guys, bottom line is Facebook ads works. And that is why a lot of people invest in it. But you're not going to be able to generate leads and sales if you don't have an actual framework or strategy in place. So let's dig into my 4-step framework for creating profitable Facebook ads. And this is the framework I have used for years for my clients, and it's the same one I teach my students to use when setting up any ad campaign. And this framework encompasses all the mistakes I just taught and other mistakes too. So the first step of the framework is the planning stage. Now, this is where you do your housekeeping. This is where you set up your funnel, you decide what traffic source and traffic goal, because without these, you are not ready to run profitable Facebook ads. So you ask yourself, what is your goal? What specifically do you want people to do? How do you want them to feel when they come across your online properties? That's your website, your social media page, whatever it is. Because the thing is that you can generate a ton of revenue using this step, even without setting up a single ad. So far, you have all of these figured out and create based on that. Because it lays the foundation for a successful campaign, which means your ads would meet the need of your target audience. So you might be asking yourself, why do I have to go through all of this? I just want to run ads and generate leads and make sales. Now, this is a very great example. This is the same campaign I mentioned earlier when I launched a product in 2021. Now, if you notice, within 7 days, I had gotten over 200 orders from just the housekeeping and launching the product organically. It was even a low ticket product. It wasn't expensive. I had not set up a single ad. But because I knew I was going to push the product with ads, I did adequate planning and setup, and I was able to do 7 figures, that's over $1 million, before ever running the first campaign. And after I started the ads campaign, I went on to hit 6 million in less than 30 days. And that's the power of Facebook ads. And that's the power of doing your housekeeping. So it really is simple. Whether it's ads or any paid traffic source, they are all amplifiers. And you cannot amplify what you don't have. 0 times 500 is 0. So do not ignore the planning stage. So that takes us to step 2, the execution state. This is where you decide on your campaign objective, your audience, and your creative. So you ask yourself, what campaign objective works best for my goal? In the past, we had way more campaign objectives than this, but Facebook decided to trim it down to just these 6. So if you want brand awareness in general, you select brand awareness. If you want traffic to like your website, maybe like your blog page, you use traffic. Now, a lot of people, just because they don't know, they assume, okay, I want traffic to my page so I can sell. So they set up traffic campaign. Now, see, the problem is that to Facebook, when you tell Facebook you want a traffic campaign, Facebook believes you just want people that are going to click. So no matter how much you spend, people are going to click and it's going to be cheap, but the chances of making sales is next to 0. But then on the other hand, if you specifically know you want sales, then you select the sales objective. Or if you're doing lead generation, you select lead generation. Maybe if you're trying to get like messages or something, then you can use either leads or engagement. So you have to know what campaign objective works best for your goal, or your ads are just going to give you terrible results. A lot of times people just pick the wrong one, and then I'm like, yeah, that's why it's not working. After that, you select your audience type. There are different types of audience. You can target them based on their interest. What are the things they are interested in? You can target them based on their demographics. How old are they? What's their age group? Is it 25 to 45? What country? What gender? And you can also target things like their behavior. Behaviors like, did they just recently travel? Did they just recently give birth? Are they parents? Then you have your custom audience, people who have interacted with you before, pure gold. And then you have your lookalike, which is basically people that look like your custom audience that you'd have created. Then lastly, you come to the creative type. Do you want to use image? Do you want to use video? Do you want to use carousel? Do you want to use a collection ad? Collection is great for e-commerce. Now, the question is, which one is best? There is no right answer. I've run some ads for some clients where the image outperforms the videos, and I've also run some where the videos outperform the image. So usually when I'm creating ads, I love testing. So this is the kind of thing you have to figure out while you are trying to execute your ad campaign. And this is an example of a campaign I ran recently. It was about a 9-day campaign, but check it out. I spent 78,000 and made over $1 million. And I even made even more using email marketing in addition to this. So this is the power of being able to understand what I'm trying to achieve. So for example, for this campaign, I obviously selected sales because I was interested in sales. And for the audience type, I used my custom audience. For the creative type, I used different types, and I just tested and left the winners. So that takes us to step 3, the analyze stage. So you notice P's is already coming together. PEA, the last one is S, but we're still in the analyze stage. So this is where you troubleshoot your ads campaign, fix any problems that pop up, and optimize them to get better results. So in this stage, you're able to see what's working and what isn't. So for example, if an ad isn't generating clicks, even though it is receiving impressions, it most likely means you're either targeting the wrong audience, so they are not interested, or you're targeting the right audience, but your ad creative is weak and needs to speak to them better. And it's also during this stage that you'll be able to optimize your ads by killing off any non-performing campaigns so you're not wasting money. So as an example, I want to use this as an example. I spent 200,000, made 1.8 million. But if you take a closer look at the campaign, you'll see that while the campaign was extremely profitable, there were ad sets that cost a bit but did not bring any sale. For example, this one spent 56,000, no sale. This one spent 25,000, no sale. Now, while I let them run for campaign-specific reasons, they are ad sets that if things were different, if it was a different campaign, I would have turned them off so that I can spend my budget on the other ones that are performing better. Now, this is another example. And in this one, you can see that I optimized and killed the two ads that were not performing well. This one had spent 5,000 and made 0. This one had spent 9,000 and made 5,000, which obviously is not so good. So I killed them. But the ones that were doing very well, like this one and this one, you can see that I spent 14,000 naira here. I spent 111,000 naira here to be able to get way better results. So this is what that means. This is how you end up spending money and you make sure your money is going to the right place. And then finally, to the last step of my P's framework, the scaling stage. Now, this right here is where you take your ads to the next level. Because here's the thing, scaling is crucial if you want to grow your business. So for example, if you're running an ads campaign and it's profitable, you may want to increase your ad spend to reach more potential customers. So if you're spending $500 monthly and you're making $1,000 in return, that's $500 pure profit. So it will make sense for you to want to increase your ad spend, or your business will be stuck making just $1,000 per month. But then that's where a lot of people make one mistake. Is it that they don't increase the ad spend and they are surprised that their revenue is not increasing, or they increase it anyhow and obviously it doesn't turn out well? So let me give you an example of that. If you're spending $500 and you're making $1,000, if you increase your ad spend to $1,000, you're not going to make $2,000. In fact, if you do it wrongly, you might end up making like maybe $1,100 instead of the $2,000 you expected. So because of things like this, that's why a lot of marketers and business owners don't scale, because they are scared that if they scale, it's going to like compromise the performance of the ads and all of that. But if you do it right, it's not going to turn out that way. And just to show you what that means, these are the two major types of scaling methods. In fact, they're the major two and everything else is grouped under them. So we have the horizontal scaling and we have the vertical scaling. So the vertical scaling is when an ad is doing well and you just increase the budget. That's all you do. So you increase the budget gradually. But the horizontal scaling is way faster than the vertical scaling. So the horizontal scaling is where you take a campaign that is doing well and you duplicate it and just bump up the ad spend. Now it's obviously you have to be super careful and you have to monitor, but it is way, way, way faster to use the horizontal scaling method. So those are the two methods. I use both of them concurrently depending on what I'm trying to achieve. Now, this is one of my students that tried out the horizontal scaling method. He was like, the ad is working etc. And I was like, yeah, just duplicate it. And he did, and I mean, check it out. He had over 100 people trying to join his master class. It was super amazing. So that's why scaling is important for your business. So when do you actually scale? You scale when you have high return of ad spend. I mean, it makes more sense if you're having a very good return of ad spend. That is when you raise your ads budget. Number two is when you have a low cost per click. If your cost per click is expensive, you don't scale up, you downscale so you don't waste your money. And lastly, when you have low frequency. Frequency is how frequently people see your ad. You need to make sure that a lot of people are not seeing your ad repeatedly. So if you have a frequency of 1, that means everybody has seen your ad just once. By the time you have a frequency of 3 to 5, that means the same person has seen your ad 3 to 5 times. The more they see it, the higher the chances of them deciding to mark they are not interested, which will affect your account and lead to your cost per click and cost per results skyrocketing. Now, this is one of my students that used, he ran a campaign for a client actually. And with the scaling and everything that he learned from my course, he was able to spend $67 $100,000 and make $207,000 for his clients. He was able to learn how to scale and take his campaign to a higher level. Now, the thing is, Facebook ads can be easy. My students got amazing results with their ads because they implemented my framework. So it is doable. Now, let's quickly do a quick recap of what we have learned so far. The 3 major mistakes to avoid with Facebook ads. Number 1, don't assume sales will happen just because you set up your ads. Make sure your digital platforms, whether it's social media, landing page, websites, are optimized before you launch any campaign. Number 2, make sure you don't leave your audience unsegmented just because you feel you'll reach a larger percentage of your audience. And number 3, don't fall into the set and forget mindsets with your ads, because constant monitoring and adjustments are what gives you continued success. After all, nothing good lasts forever without a little upkeep. And then, of course, you also learned my 4-step P's framework for consistently creating profitable Facebook ads. So first, you plan what you want to do specifically, then you execute it, you determine your campaign objective, your audience, your creatives. Number 3, you analyze your campaign. Is it working? Why is it working? Why is it not working? If it is working, can we scale it? What can we do to make it better? And then finally, you reach the scaling part of things where you increase your ads budget so that your revenue can increase. Now, if there's one thing I want you to take away from this call, I want you to know that you can successfully harness Facebook ads to dramatically increase your leads and sales without wasting your ad budget, because this framework is not just theory. It's a tested, proven system, and I've validated it not just with my business, but with my clients' businesses and the success from hundreds of my students. And I developed it to make it easy to run profitable Facebook ads consistently, and that's what I've outlined for you today. So the big question is, how can you apply this framework to your business, your clients, and tap into the power of Facebook ads to start seeing great results? So you have 2 choices. You can waste a ton of time and effort trying to figure out why your ads are not working, or you can fast track your results with my step-by-step Facebook ads coaching program, Facebook Ads Accelerator. Now, you can get it right by being coached by somebody who has done it successfully over and over again with Facebook Ads Accelerator. So what's Facebook Ads Accelerator? It's my 11-module ads coaching program that guides you through this step-by-step process for developing consistently profitable Facebook ads so you can increase leads and sales for your business or your client's business. Now, everything is categorized module by module, so you can easily jump across modules to pick exactly what you want. Now, I've been selling FAA, Facebook Ads Accelerator. The acronym is FAA. Since 2020, and I have been keeping the course updated and gotten super amazing results and reviews over the years. And I just want to quickly share some of them before I go into what's in the course. So this is Aziz that you've already met. He said the optimization module turned his already good campaign into a money spinner. So he was able to spend $54,000 and make $780,000 with just a single module in my course. This is another student of mine who has gone on to run ads for tons of our clients. She was able to sell a high-ticket product to 4 clients with very, very, very little ad spend. This is Hassan. He was able to hit 1 million and keep going continuously. And he also started from scratch. He was one of my students that started from scratch. We also have Liamana. She said she has taken other Facebook courses and people don't give you all this in one course, that she had to piece it together from different courses, that it's a truckload of value. And I'm like, that's my aim. That is what I want for my students. I want them to succeed. So I give them everything they need. We have Winner here. She's an amazing Facebook ads consultant and coach right now. She says she has sold over 150 copies of her book using ads, and she traveled and alerts were just pouring in. That's the power of Facebook ads, Then we have Ali. Ali is even a service-based provider. He has made more than the amount of money he paid for the course, and this was also his first time of creating ads using just one of my strategies, just one of them. So let me give you a bird's eye view of what you get in my Facebook ads coaching program, FAA. So we have module 1, which is the introduction to paid traffic. This is the beginning of everything. You need to understand what paid traffic is and how to apply it to creating an automated, consistent system for any budgets you want. You will learn why this course is different from all the other courses. Now, number two, we're actually going to take the paid traffic system and do a deep dive into it, so you understand how all traffic systems work, whether it's organic, whether it is paid, how you can target the right customer with the right message at the right time when they'll be ready to buy. This module is super important. Then we're going to module 3, where I give you an in-depth walkthrough of the Facebook ads platform and how to use it, whether you're a beginner or an expert. You also get behind the scenes of reporting setup, KPI, splitting your campaigns, and all of that. Number 4 is for the techie people that want to do a deep dive into how the Facebook ads algorithm works, why people see your content, when they see it, what's your relevance score, how does the auction system work. This should actually be auction, not action. You're going to learn all of those techie details here. Number 5, you're going to learn the Facebook module. This is a major game changer for anybody. This is what helps you to scale and make a ton of money. The Facebook Pixel does. You're going to learn everything you need to know about it and how to set it up. Module 6 is your creative. Your creative can make or break your ad. So in this module, I'm going to show you the different types and how to structure them for the highest profitability and prevent you from being banned by Facebook for the wrong use of words. Number 7 is the audience targeting. I went in depth into the 3 major types of audience you can create on Facebook and the targeting techniques I use for all my clients and teach my students. We have the troubleshooting campaign, where you find out why your ads are not working. Actually, I created a completely different course just for ads troubleshooting. And in fact, I'm going to add it for you guys on this call as a bonus. So if you get the course, you're definitely going to see the ad troubleshooting framework also, but you also have it as a module already in the course. It walks you through figuring out why your ads are not working and how you can fix it. Number 9, we have your optimization. What happens when your ads are running and are already profitable? How do you make it better? That's kind of like what Aziz did, where I was able to spend 54,000 and make over 700,000 for one of his clients. You learn how to optimize your ads. Module 9.5 scaling, you get access to my scaling masterclass. Remember when I taught you about scaling previously, where you have the horizontal and the vertical? I went deeply into the details of how to scale the right way so you don't lose a ton of money. Module 10, we have e-commerce. This is actually a bulky module where I teach you the step-by-step process I've used to generate hundreds of millions in revenue for my clients. You're going to learn how to grow your e-commerce business with top-notch marketing, funnel, pixel integration, dynamic product ads, all of that. You're going to learn it. And then module 11, I added a real estate module that will teach you how to run successful Facebook ads for your real estate business, how to avoid being banned. You can use this to completely transform real estate business for yourself. And then we have the iOS 14 update. Now, this was an update that Apple released that had a super awful impact on Facebook ads, and I listed everything you have to do to get it compliant. But Facebook recently released an update where a ton of the things that they said you're supposed to get, where they're like 3 things, they're like, oh, you don't need to do them anymore. But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm still going to be preaching people do those things. It's very important for them to still do it, just in case it actually still has some sort of effect, because a lot of it is verification kind of things that ideally should even be done in the first place. Now, I could stop right here, and if I stopped right here and you only got these 11 modules, believe me, it's still going to be whatever the investment for the program is. But that's not all you are getting. I'm also going to give you access to some amazing bonuses and exclusives just for you. I want to make sure nothing is standing in the way of your success. In fact, some of these bonuses should be standalone courses. So let's check them out. You have the FAA Vault, which is my trove of tricks and tips for making Facebook ads work for you. You're going to learn how to safely run ads. You're going to learn the Facebook ad safety blueprints to avoid getting banned, how to clean up your Facebook account quality page, mini ads magic workshop, a ton of things. You're going to learn all these things. You're also going to get access to my ads playbook. You learn the exact step-by-step process of structuring Facebook ads campaign, whether you're working with a small budget or you're scaling to over 5 million per month. In fact, there was a specific one that I taught where that exact structure is what I used to help one of my e-commerce clients get roughly 45 million naira in a single month from getting like just 20 something million in a month. You're going to learn all of that. You're going to learn my quick wins ads campaign structure that has also brought amazing results. This is an example of a quick win campaign that I consistently run for some of my clients. You can see we spent 200,000 and made 2 million. This was just in 4 months. So you can imagine how small the budget is. You're going to learn all of that. You also have access to my funnel vault, where I took a deep dive into sales funnels and different types of funnels you can use, whether you are selling a digital product, a physical product, high ticket, low ticket, service-based business. You're going to learn all that. It was even supposed to be a standalone course, but I decided to add it to Facebook Ads Accelerator. Then we have some general tools. You have my Facebook Ads calculator that you can use for calculating what your budget should be, for tracking leads, for tracking your high ticket, for even simulating it to know how much you should be spending and what kind of results you should expect. You're going to get all these things. But that's still not all. I'm also going to give you some amazing exclusives. You're going to get lifetime access to my private coaching group, where you can ask questions 24/7. You get direct answers from me and other students. This thing is priceless because everyone in the group is a paid member and usually help each other. So you can guarantee you'll be with other people that have made the same commitment to themselves and their businesses. I had to go through a ton of trial and error, invest a ton of money and time to get the kind of results I've achieved, but you won't have to, because you're going to be getting all the support you need in my private coaching group. You also get access to my monthly coaching calls that I host, where I answer all your questions. I can even go into your ad account and help you solve things right there on the call. And you get these sessions recorded, so even if you miss it, you can easily replay them over and over again. And of course, you also get lifetime access to updates, so you're always up to date. I mean, just 2023 alone, I've done more than 30 new lessons just this year alone. Then, of course, you also get access to my masterclasses. Some of the masterclasses I record, FA students just get automatic access to them. Then lastly, I have a fast action bonus for the first 50 people that sign up, just the first 50 people that sign up. Now, you're going to learn the ZDD framework zero-party data that I started using even prior to the iOS 14 update, and I realized it was amazing for the iOS 14 update. I am not selling this course anywhere else. You can actually go check for it. Immediately I launched it and taught it online. That was the end. I took it off. But you are going to get access to it if you're one of the first 50 people to get it. Now, check out some of the results I've gotten with the ZDD framework. Here I've spent 90,000, made 521,000. This one spent, because of attribution, it did not give the total figure, but you can see the return over ad spend, how much was spent, how much was made. 90,608. This was a completely different client. This was another one, spent 263, made 1 million, over 1 million. So really, you could try to learn all of this on your own, spend thousands of dollars on trial and error. You could even hire an agency that charges thousands and might not even get results. Or you could get my Facebook Ads Accelerator complete with all the 11 modules, all the bonuses, my private coaching community with students like yourself, my coaching calls, lifetime access to updates on the program, ZDD framework, which was the fast action bonus. You're going to get all these things. Now, to put it into perspective, I charge at least $200 per hour, which is roughly like 100,000. So if you were to work with me once a week for just a month, you're going to be paying $1,000 or 500,000. And that does not even include support outside our scheduled time. But you're not going to pay anywhere near that. Now you're going to get lifetime access to me and my program. Now this course has a value of over 2 million. And the regular price outside the webinar minus the fast action bonus is 300,000, and that price is definitely going to be going up soon. But the thing is, I want to give you a special discount today because I want to help as many people as possible, freelancers, digital marketers, business owners. I want to help you experience success with Facebook. And I also really, really appreciate your commitment by joining me on this webinar. So for staying until now, you can grab my Facebook Ads Accelerator, everything bundled in it, for 230,000 Naira. You can immediately visit oyekunledamilola.com/special and the coupon code will automatically be applied. You get immediate 100% access, no drip feeding, everything immediately. Now, because of these steep discounts, I'm only going to have this price available for just a couple of days. So if you want to grab the discount and be one of the people to get the fast action bonus, you should definitely join us now. The question isn't if you recoup your investment, it's how many times over you'll be able to do it. And this is what one of my students had to say. She was barely familiar with Facebook ads. She took just module 1 and 2 and realized a lot of things that were missing. She said, she has not started running ads because she has realized the course is not for making quick money, even though it can be used for such. That is designed for creating process and systems of earning consistently with Facebook ads if you have a valuable product. Just by doing module 1 and 2. I also have other amazing testimonials, of course. This is one of my amazing students. He's always sending screenshots of super great results, 9 million in 30 days for one of his clients. And then this is one where the person wanted to ask me if something was inside the course. And then she went to check, and of course she found out it was there, because I always update the courses and everybody gets access to the updates. And you get all of this for just 230,000 naira. Now let's just do a quick recap. You're going to get module 1 to 11, where you learn paid traffic, the Facebook ads platform, pixel, ad auction, your creative, your audience targeting. All of them are standalone modules, so you can actually just pick one that you want. Maybe you're only interested in targeting. You can hop right into audience targeting just to learn everything you want. Maybe you want to scale, you hop right into scaling. You also get access, of course, to my exclusive, the FAA Vault, the Ads Playbook, Funnel Vault, the tools, the community, the coaching call, lifetime access, masterclasses, and also ZED framework if you're one of the first 50 people. And all of that, you get it for 230,000 naira, valid for just the next couple of days. And you can enroll by going to oyekunledamola.com/special. Now, when I was deciding to price this program, I had two choices. The first was to go as cheap as possible, sell as many as I could. But the problem with that is I would not have any real incentive to pile on the value in the program, because it would cost me more for just creating the bonuses than for the whole course itself. But my second choice was to raise the price a little and give you absolutely everything you need to succeed. So the way I see it, you have two choices. The first option is to do nothing, not take this leap of faith, or you pony up this investment, this tiny investment, compared to all the value you get in return, and just give it a shot. See if it works for you. And if it doesn't, for whatever reason, you get your money back. There is no risk. Sure, we're going to make sure to check that you've gone through the course, implemented everything that you had taught before we can do that. But I am fully confident in Facebook Ads Accelerator, so I can say that. So just visit oyekunledamola.com/special to grab the full course and all the bonuses, the fast action bonuses, ZED framework before the timer runs out. And as I said, once you make your purchase, you get 100% instant access, no gatekeeping. Now, I've gathered some frequently asked questions that I have heard over and over, and I would like to just quickly share them during the call. So the first question is the cost for beginners or experts. Now, it was designed to cater to a wide range of skills and experiences. So it goes from basic to advanced strategies. And then I even arrange the modules in a way that you can easily start from whatever level you are in, and you just go from there. So whether you're a beginner or you have experience, or you're even an advanced user, you're still going to find immense value in the program. So who is the course for? Who would it work for? It works for business owners. Whether you're an entrepreneur, you're a small business owner, you have an e-commerce business, you want to sell something, you want to generate leads, it is for you. Or if you're a digital marketer, a freelancer who is just trying to expand their knowledge and skills in Facebook advertising just to increase and get better results for your clients, this course is for you. Or you are an online educator, maybe you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're an expert in your niche. You sell, you create courses, webinars, other educational products. This course is also for you. So if any of this sounds like you, you've already made one of the best decisions this year. Number 3, will the course stay updated with Facebook's recent changes? Yes and yes. As I said, just this 2023, I've created 2 new modules with over 30 new lessons. So, of course, you get lifetime access to everything, so your knowledge stays relevant. Now, how much time will you need to commit to the course? So, it depends on your pace of learning. I would ideally set aside 3 to 5 hours a week, and that includes time spent learning, implementing, and participating in the Q&A sessions with the community. Number 5, I don't have a product or service. Is this course for me? Now, here's the thing. There are 2 directions you can go with this program. Is either you use it to promote your products and services, or you use it to promote other people's products and services like a freelancer. So that means you don't even need to have your own product. You can become a Facebook ads expert and promote other people's products with your skills and knowledge. Some of my students are currently working in agencies right now where they run ads for the agency's clients. Now, if you have other questions, you can just visit oyekunledamola.com/contact, drop me a message, or send me a DM on Instagram at oyekunledamola. I will be super, super glad to help out. Just oyekunledamola.com/contact or Instagram at oyekunledamola. And before we round up, as promised, as a way of saying thank you for staying to the end, my mega case study on how I made $63,000 from 3,300 ad spend on Facebook. Now you can get access to it. This is going to be super helpful because I did really, really, really in-depth breakdown. So just visit oyekunledamola.com/case study to grab it. Now, I want to just say one more thing. If you're still on the fence, now's the time to open your browser window, go to oyekunledamola.com/special and get started, because there is no risk and we have a 100% money back guarantee. All you just have to show is that you went through the course and it did not work for you. You implemented it, did not work for you. The only way for you to know if this is right for you is to get started right now. You can go to your account, visit oyekunledamola.com/special. Now, I hope you got a ton of value from the webinar and will be able to start implementing and getting better results with your ads. I cannot wait to see you on the inside. Take care.